there is a bank in Japan, the biggest bank in Japan, is going to deploy an army of robots, what they call emotional robots, that can actually read people's emotions, their tone of voice, their facial expressions, and respond accordingly. This is the robot is called Now. He is a 2-foot-tall robot. He speaks 19 different languages. He is able to respond to customer questions. And the reason why that they decided to develop these, according to Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, was for the country to embark on a robot revolution to counter their shrinking workforce and to boost growth.
You know, for years, there was the complaints that the Japanese bank workers were too mechanical.
So now they're going to make sure that they don't have that problem by making them even more human by having a human robot.
But think about the irony of his statement is that he's employing robots so that the workforce can start growing. But by doing this, you're taking away jobs
from people,
which kills me.
I think it's completely contradictory. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's asinine. And we've seen many Hollywood movies that have told us this is the end of the world. Once you start employing robots to start doing everything that we would want done or that we could do, we're going to start deteriorating as a people, and then we're not going to have any real control.
I know, and what's funny, okay, so let's talk about why they want to do this. One of the CEO of the company that has created this, he said that this is a baby step on our dream to make a robot that can understand a person's feelings and then autonomously take action.
Or you could just have a person. You could just have a person do it. You don't have
You'd have to pay that person.
You don't have to,
and then you'd have to train that person. You have to pay that person. And then you have to give that person health insurance. And then you have to give that person a pension for later on.
People are a lot of problems.
You know, people bring up so many difficult problems with
the
that.
problems that we don't know about these robots. That's what gets me. What's going to happen 10 years, 20 years as they start to get smarter, more developed, and they're thinking and speaking every language and doing everything we can't? What then happens?
Well, and that's an interesting point. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, the billionaire philanthropist inventor dude, he basically a few months ago came out and said that he felt like that artificial intelligence was a danger to future humanity, that there was a real danger of this being a Pandora's box that will actually negatively impact humanity fairly quickly if we don't get a handle on it.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, just think about the fact that we already are coming close to having a generation that interacts more with technology than human beings.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at any school now and the kids are all on their phones. We're all on our phones, our computers, everything. And now you're going to start employing robots that speak to them, that are helping them, that are guiding them, that are going to become their friends. When are we going to have that human connection? And so if we lose that human connection, now we're going to be desensitized and not care about other humans. And that's a slippery slope.
Now to their credit, they are trying, they say, to enhance customer service through this. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'll just say that he said basically robots can supplement services by performing tasks that our human workers can't, such as 24-hour banking, multilingual communication. Now is cute and friendly, and I believe our customers will like it. He is cute.
What job does that robot perform that a human being can't?
Well, there would be one thing I can see that robot could perform, a human cannot, which would be multilingual communication. 19 languages, I can see there being customer service people who have 5, 6 languages, but 19 languages?
Well, okay, great, the 19 languages.
That's one thing.
That's one thing, but right now I call my cable company and the robot picks up and I get furiated, and that's speaking English. And so I can't imagine that if I come up and maybe I'm a little slurred because I had a drink or two, and now it starts to pick up some other language and starts to speak to me, I can see a lot of dead robots in the street very quickly for people kicking them. That's just my thought.
Oh, and we do have a video on this. I'm sorry, I missed that. Let's go ahead and see this video. Let's see this little guy in action.
Hi, Paul. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. Are you ready to do some work this morning?
Sure. You say you love me. You say you love me. You say
Catch it.
you love me. him easy, my friend.
He is cute.
No, that's
Or,
the
you
most
know,
seductive commercial ever.
and
I want
look,
one
I'm
now.
already anthropomorphizing it. I'm saying he is cute.
Yeah.
It is cute. It is a cute little robot.
I mean, if I didn't know he had prehensile hands, now I know that. I want one.
Yeah, like that commercial, I take back everything I just said. We need robots running everything.
Because it's so adorable.
It's so adorable.
What could you possibly find wrong?
What does prehensile?
Prehensile means it can, do things. It's
Yeah.
agile. It's a form of agile.
But
yes.
he goes catch, and he goes. That's not really catching when you go like that. That's like grabbing. That's not catching, right?
Well, I think it's adorable, and I think what they have now is, right now, it's only being used for corporations. You know, Nestle Japan is going to employ a similar type of what they call an emotional robot. Again, it has an emotional response to people. It can respond to people's emotions. So they're going to put that at their coffee machines in like 1,000 outlets by the end of the year. Yeah. So this is really going to spread quickly throughout Japan, and I can see people, it's spreading a little too quickly, more quickly than the culture possibly is ready for it.
Yeah, I still see. I mean, the commercial was cute and all, but at the end of the day, I have to stick with the fact that there's going to be a lot of people losing jobs, and at the end of the day, these are people who probably have had access to the educations that other people have had, and these are the jobs that they would have used to sustain themselves and their families, and now these jobs are going to robots, and that's an issue.
Yeah, I think that's a big issue across America too. Now, in Japan, they may have a point that they have a declining workforce. They do have a declining birth rate, and they don't have young people who are able to keep up, perhaps, with the kinds of running of the country that they need. So I can see that that might be useful, but I'm worried that it's going to come to the United States and it's going to cut us all out of our jobs.
Completely. We're not going to make that happen.